Hello everyone. Welcome to all of you in this live chemistry class. This is FFB live chemistry class 11th and 12th. I equilibrium chapter इन क्लास में चल रहा है। पिछले इससे पहले के जो वीडियो में हमने डिस्कस किया था वो Lactalier law and extent of reaction in and equilibrium constant. इसके अलावा equilibrium constant and constant pressure and in gaseous state and in concentration terms में जब लेंगे हम concentration को तो Kc और Kp का किस तरह से कैलकुलेशन उनके बीच रिलेशन ये सारी चीज़ें प्रीवियस क्लास में बताई जा चुकी हैं। तो इन चीज़ों को रिवाइज करते रहना है तुम्हें। उसके बाद हम आज आगे बताएंगे आयनिक इक्विलिब्रियम के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे आज के क्लास में, जिसमें कि एक इम्पॉर्टेंट लॉ है ओस्टवाल डाइल्यूशन लॉ, इस पे हम डिस्कस करेंगे। उसके अलावा कॉमन आयन इफेक्ट और कॉमन आयन इफेक्ट के साथ साथ हम ओस्टवाल डाइल्यूशन लॉ इस पे डिस्कस करेंगे। तो स्टार्ट हमको करना है आज आयनिक इक्विलिब्रिया से कि व्हाट इज आयनिक इक्विलिब्रियम, किस तरह से आयनिक इक्विलिब्रियम डेवलप होता है सॉल्यूशन के बीच में, आयंस के बीच में। तो सबसे पहले आयनिक इक्विलिब्रियम को समझने के लिए हम देखते हैं कि इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स क्या है और कितने तरह के होते हैं। क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स। Most of the chemical reactions occurs in solutions. The study of such solutions constitute one of the important branch of physical chemistry. Because of polar nature and high dielectric constant, water serves as one of the most important solvent for ionic solute. A solute, when dissolved in water, may produce three different types of solution depending upon whether it is good, poor, or bad conductor of electricity. The conduction of electricity in solution depend upon the presence and movement of ions. Thus, a solution showing high conductivity possesses a large number of ions, and a solution having low conductivity contains lesser number of ions. A solution of solutes such as urea, glucose, etc., which is a bad conductor of electricity, does not contain any ions. Such solutes are termed non-electrolytes. The solutes which dissociate into ions when dissolved in water are called as electrolytes. It also observed it is also observed that all the electrolytes do not ionize to same extent in solution. Depending upon the extent of ionization, the electrolytes are divided into two classes: strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. Now here we discuss one by one. First, strong electrolytes. Electrolytes which are dissociated in solution to a large extent or almost completely and whose solution consequently behave as very good conductors of electricity are termed as strong electrolytes. For example, strong acid like HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, and strong bases NaOH, KOH, and salts of strong acid and strong base NaCl, KCl, KNO3, NH4, Cl, etc. are strong electrolytes. Their degree of ionization is high and approaches to unity. Now, weak electrolytes, the electrolytes which dissociate in solution to small extent and whose solution consequently behave as poor conductors of electricity are called as weak electrolytes. For example, weak acid, acetic acid, phosphoric acid, boric acid, ammonium hydroxide, and salts, ammonium carbonate and hydrogen cyanide, etc., are weak electrolytes. The solution of these electrolytes contains ions which are equilibrium with unionized molecules. ये आयनाइज्ड होकर के एसीटेट आयन और हाइड्रोजन आयन देता है और ये एसिटिक एसिड का मॉलिक्यूल है। इनके बीच में वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स के बीच में इस तरह से आयंस और मॉलिक्यूल्स में इक्विलिब्रियम एस्टैब्लिश होता है। This equilibrium is termed as ionic equilibrium. Ionic equilibrium, like chemical equilibrium, is also dynamic in nature. Degree of ionization of weak electrolyte is much less than unity. The above classification of electrolytes is based on their behavior in a particular solvent, that is water. However, an electrolyte may behave as a strong one in aqueous solution, but it may behave as a weak one in another solution. For example, sodium chloride behave as a strong electrolyte and acetic acid as a weak electrolyte when dissolved in water, but their conducting ability are comparable in liquid ammonia solvent. The strong electrolytes are practically completely ionized in solution at all concentration. That is, their electrical conductivities remain practically same with dilution. But the dissociation of weak electrolytes increases with dilution. This point to be noted. The dissociation of weak electrolytes increase with dilution and reaches a maximum limit in very dilute solution at infinite dilution. In other words, the degree of dissociation of a weak electrolyte increases with dilution and reaches to maximum limit at infinite dilution. अब ये जो डिस्कस किया हमने इसको इस तरह से शार्ट में देख सकते हो। सॉल्यूशंस, एक्वस सॉल्यूशन जब होगा तो दो तरीके हैं, कंडक्टिंग, that is solution of electrolytes like acid, base and salts etc. And second type, non-conducting solutions of non-electrolytes such as urea, glucose, sucrose, glycerine etc. Now conducting solutions are of two types, first strongly conducting and second weakly conducting. Strongly conducting solution of strong electrolytes which ionize almost completely in water such as acids, salts and bases. The weakly conducting electrolytes solution of weak electrolytes which is slightly ionized in water such as acetic acid, ammonium hydroxide, phosphoric acid and hydrogen cyanide. The fraction of the total number of molecules of an electrolyte which ionize into ions at particular dilution is called the degree of ionization or degree of dissociation. It is generally denoted by symbol alpha. Thus, the degree of ionization alpha is equal to number of molecules of the electrolyte dissociated as ions upon total number of molecules of the electrolyte dissolved. On the basis of this, Ostwald given a law which is known as Ostwald dilution law. Now, according to Arrhenius' theory of electrolytic dissociation, the molecules of an electrolyte in solution are constantly splitting up into ions and the ions are constantly reuniting to form unionized molecules. Therefore, a dynamic equilibrium exists between ions and unionized molecules of the electrolyte इन सॉल्यूशन, जैसा एसिटिक एसिड का जो एग्जांपल दिखाया था अभी, CH3COOH जो है वो एसिटेट आयन और हाइड्रोजन आयन में जिस तरह से इक्विलिब्रियम में रहता है साथ में. नाउ it was pointed out by Ostwald that like chemical equilibrium, law of mass action can be applied to such system also. So such system means ionic system. Consider a binary electrolyte AB which dissociates into A plus B minus ion and equilibrium state is represented by the equation A डिसोसिएट टू ए प्लस बी माइनस, दोनों के बीच इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेब्लिश होता है. Applying the law of mass action, rate of forward reaction RF proportional active mass of AB, that is RF is equal to KFAB, where Kf is the velocity constant for forward reaction. Rate of the backward reaction Rb proportional to A plus B minus, that is Rb is equal to Kb A plus B minus, where Kb is the velocity constant for backward reaction. Now at equilibrium, Rf is equal to Rb, then KFAB is equal to KBA plus A minus. तो के एफ अपॉन के बी इज इक्वल टू हो जाएगा ए प्लस बी माइनस अपॉन ए बी है, फिर मौसे देंगे इज इक्वल टू के ए प्लस बी माइनस, इसको हम ए प्लस बी माइनस ए प्लस concentration or concentration of B minus and AB are equilibrium concentrations of the A plus and B minus. Ions and unionized AB molecule. This is concentration of unionized AB molecule. K is the constant called ionization constant. This is the ionization constant or dissociation constant. The ionization constant K has a constant value at a different temperature for a particular electrolyte. The value does depend on the nature of the electrolyte and temperature. Let 1 gram mole of electrolyte be dissolved in B liter and its degree of dissociation be alpha. Then the reaction is this, and initial concentration 1 upon B हो जाएगा. B is the volume of the, तो ये concentration जो है 1 क्या है, 1 ग्राम मोल ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट और वॉल्यूम से डिवाइड करेंगे तो ये इनिशियल कंसंट्रेशन. इनिशियल कंडेंसेशन जब डिसॉल्व किया गया उस वक्त ए और प्लस ए और बी जीरो है. एट इक्विलिब्रियम कंसंट्रेशन एट इक्विलिब्रियम ये हो जाएगा 1 माइनस ए अपॉन बी, क्योंकि ए पार्ट जो मोल है वो डिसोसिएट हो गए ए और बी में, तो ए अपॉन बी और ये हो जाएगा ए अपॉन बी. Substituting the equilibrium concentration in equation first, we get K is equal to, यहाँ पे सब वैल्यू रखा सबकी, तो K is equal to C alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. This is the value of equilibrium constant and C is the molar concentration. This is the Ostwald dilution law. This equation is Ostwald dilution law. And this is the Ostwald dilution formula. The equation second, V is the volume in liter of the solution having 1 gram mole of the electrolyte. Now 0.5 m solution is equal to V is equal to 12. For point m solution, V is equal to 10 liter, and for 0.01 m solution, V is equal to 100 liter. In case of weak electrolyte, alpha is very small and hence 1 minus alpha, this is degree of dissociation, 1 minus alpha can be taken equal to 1. The equation second reduced to alpha square is equal to kV or A square is equal to K upon C, and or alpha is equal to root kV or alpha is equal to root K upon C. Now, if C is the concentration, that is C gram mole are present in 1 liter of the electrolyte, then this is the reaction concentration at equilibrium. That K is equal to C alpha square upon 1 minus A. In case of weak electrolyte, alpha is very small. The equation reduced to K is equal to C square, C alpha square, then अल्फा इज इक्वल टू रूट के अपॉन सी, जो अभी ऊपर जो कैलकुलेट किया. नाउ द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ एनी आयन इज इक्वल टू सी इंटू ए. सी इज द कंसंट्रेशन एंड अल्फा इज द डिग्री ऑफ डिसोसिएशन is equal to root Ck. Ck is the equilibrium constant, ionization or dissociation constant. Thus, thus the degree of dissociation of a weak electrolyte is proportional to the square root of the dilution. That is, increase with dilution and approaches to 1 in very dilute solution. तो जैसे जैसे डाइल्यूट करते जाएंगे वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट सोल्यूशन को, उनका जो आयनाइजेशन है वो बढ़ता जाएगा और इनफाइनाइट वैल्यू तक जाएगा. Now, limitation of Ostwald dilution law. This is a very important law for the view of the examination. The law hold good only for weak electrolytes. This is the limitations of Ostwald dilution law. It holds good only for weak electrolytes and fail completely in case of strong electrolytes. The value of alpha is determined by conductivity measurement by applying the formula lambda upon lambda infinite. The value of alpha determined at various dilution of an electrolyte when substituted in equation second. See the equation second, give a constant value of K only in the case of weak electrolytes like acetic acid, ammonium hydroxide, etc. The cause of failure of Ostwald's dilution law in the case of a strong electrolyte is due to the following factor. First point is the law is based on the fact that only a portion of electrolytes is dissociated into ions at ordinary dilution and completely at infinite dilution. But strong electrolytes are almost completely ionized at all dilutions, and lambda upon lambda infinite does not give accurate value of alpha. When concentration of the ions is very high, the presence of charge on the ions appreciably affect the equilibrium. Hence, law of mass action in its simple form cannot be strictly applied in the case of strong electrolytes. Now, applications of Ostwald dilution law. First is the calculation of dissociation constant. The dissociation constant of weak electrolytes can be calculated with the help of this law. The value of alpha is determined by conductivity measurement. Second, the calculation of degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation can be calculated with the help of this formula if the value of dissociation constant is known. Now, dissociation constant of polybasic acid and bases. Weak acids and weak bases ionize partially in solutions. A state of equilibrium exists between ions and unionized molecules of weak acid and weak bases. In such systems, law of mass action can be applied. For example, the equilibrium of acetic acid can be represented as applying law of mass action Ka, that is the dissociation constant, is equal to H plus concentration of H plus into concentration of acetate ion upon concentration of molecule of acetic acid. Here the dissociation constant Ka, it has constant value at definite temperature and does not change with the change of concentration. Polybasic acid ionize stepwise, as for example, orthophosphoric acid ionize in 3 steps and each step has its bound ionization constant like this. First step, H3PO4 is converted into H plus and H2PO4 minus. And second step, H2PO4 minus is dissociated into H plus and HPO4 2 minus. And third step, H plus HPO4 2 minus splits into H plus and PO4 3 minus, that is phosphate ion. Let K1, K2 and K3 be the ionization constant of first, second and third step respectively. K1 for the first reaction, यहाँ पे ये K1 for the first reaction तो हो जाएगा H plus H2PO4 minus upon H3PO4. K2 for the second step and K3 for the third step. In general, K1 is always much higher than K2 and K2 is higher than K3, like this. The degree in the dissociation constant of successive steps of polybasic acid, the decrease in the dissociation constant of successive steps of polybasic acid is due to the fact that in the first step, positively charged proton comes from a neutral molecules, while in subsequent step, the proton comes from negatively charged molecules. The presence of negative charge makes the process difficult for the loss of proton क्योंकि वो अपने तरफ उसको attract करता है. Now, ionization constant of some acid at 25 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. तो ये सारे मोनोबेसिक एसिड है जिनके पास सिर्फ K1 वैल्यू होती है, एक बार ही डिसोसिएशन होता है इसका. पॉलीबेसिक एसिड यहाँ से शुरू होते हैं H2, ये H प्लस प्लस HS में पहले टूटेगा, फिर H प्लस H2 2S माइनस में टूटेगा. इस तरह से इसके लिए दो K1 और K2 दो स्टेप का डिसोसिएशन होता है. कार्बोनिक एसिड में 2 स्टेप डिसोसिएशन है. इसी तरह उसके बाद 3 स्टेप, जो अभी फॉस्फोरस का एग्जांपल देखा, 3 स्टेप डिसोसिएशन इसमें होता है. सबके K1 K2 K3 की वैल्यू इस तरह से इस चार्ट में पूरी दी हुई है. The equilibrium of ammonium hydroxide, that is a weak base, can be represented as. वीक एसिड में एसिटिक एसिड का देखा और बेस में देखते हैं अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. ये तो डिसोसिएट इनटू अमोनियम आयन एंड हाइड्रोक्सिल आयन. अप्लाइंग लॉ ऑफ मॉस एक्शन, Kb is equal to NH4 plus or into OH minus upon molecule concentration of molecule NH4OH. Now Kb is constant at definite temperature and does not change with change of the concentration. The dissociation constant of some of the common bases are given at 25 degrees centigrade in this table. Ionization constant of some bases. ये बेसेस हैं, उनके आयनाइजेशन कांस्टेंट हैं. इधर भी ये बेस सारे दिए हुए हैं और ये आयनाइजेशन कांस्टेंट हैं सबके. नाउ सम एग्जांपल on the basis of dilution and post-wall dilution law. Now 0.01 m solution of acetic acid is 5% ionized at 25 degrees centigrade. Calculates its dissociation constant. According to post-wall dilution law, dissociation constant K alpha is equal to alpha square upon 1 minus A would be alpha is equal to 0.05 B and 0.05 and B is equal to 1 upon 0.01. अब इसको हम लीटर में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो ये मिली लीटर में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा 100 लीटर. Hence K alpha is equal to 2.63 into 10 to the power minus 5. Now the second example, calculate the H plus ion concentration of a 0.01 N weak monobasic acid. The value of dissociation constant is 4.0 into 10 to the power minus 10. Reaction is this. Applying Ostwald dilution law for weak acid, alpha is equal to root K alpha B. यहाँ पे ये दिया हुआ है dissociation constant K is equal to this and B is equal to 0.01 converted into liter. Now alpha is equal to, putting the values, we get alpha 2 into 10 to the power minus 14. Now concentration of hydrogen ion, alpha upon B is equal to, अल्फा मिल गया है यहाँ पे और उसका जो वॉल्यूम है वो 100 है. रखने पे हमको कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ हाइड्रोजन आयन और कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ हाइड्रोजन आयन इस तरह से भी निकल सकता है रूट सी के, जो दोनों वैल्यू दी हुई है रख करके हमने निकाल लिया. Now another example, the concentration of H plus ions in 0.10 m solution of a weak acid is 1 into 10 to the power minus 5 mole per liter. Calculate the dissociation constant of the acid. द सोल्यूशन इनिशियल कंसंट्रेशन हो जाएगा 1 और यहाँ 0 होगा. इक्विलिब्रियम कंसंट्रेशन, इक्विलिब्रियम पे कंसंट्रेशन कितना है, तो टोटल कंसंट्रेशन में से जो कि इतना इतना ये डिसोसिएट होके चला गया तो इससे माइनस कर देंगे तो दोनों की वैल्यू भी उतनी होगी और ये माइनस करने पे जितना आएगा वो हो जाएगी एच ए की वैल्यू. Now HA can be taken as 0.1 m as 1 into 10 to the power minus 5 is very small applying law of mass action. K alpha is equal to putting all the values and we get 1 into 10 to the power minus 9. Now take the another example. What will be the dissociation constant of 0.1 aqueous ammonia solution in terms of degree of dissociation alpha? What will be the value of its concentration is 0.01 n. Reaction is here at equilibrium a अल्फा अल्फा पार्ट डिसोसिएट हो गया तो इसकी वैल्यू 1 थी तो ये हो जाएगी बचा एट इक्विलिब्रियम क्या हो जाएगा 1 माइनस अल्फा. सिंस द सॉल्यूशन इज 0.1 n देन द v इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन 0.n हो जाएगा 10 लीटर. Now a concentration of NH4OH but minus alpha upon 10, concentration of NH4 plus alpha upon 10, OH alpha upon 10. Applying the law of mass action सारी values रखने पे finally Kb is equal to A square upon 10 into 1 minus alpha. इन सब की वैल्यू जो है यहाँ रखी गई जो यहाँ पे नोट की थी. Now for 0.01 solution, Kb remains the same at the same temperature, but degree of dissociation value becomes different. Another example is 0.0128 n solution of acetic acid has lambda is equal to यानी कि dilution 14 moles equivalent minus 1 and lambda infinite is 391 moles equivalent minus 1. This is the unit of resistance एंटी रेसिस्टेंस का होता है जो फिजिक्स में तुम लोगों ने इसको जरूर पढ़ा होगा, नहीं पढ़ा होगा तो खोल करके एक बार देखना कि ये महोस क्या है. At 25 degree centigrade, calculate the dissociation constant of the acid. Now degree of dissociation alpha is equal to lambda upon lambda infinite. So 14 divided by 391, so we get alpha 3.58 into 10 to the power minus 2. 1 minus alpha, 1 as A is very small. Now applying Ostwald dilution law, Ka is equal to alpha square upon 1 minus alpha V. Alpha is this and V is equal to 1 upon 0.0128 L. Then the Ka is equal to, दोनों की वैल्यूज रखने पे हमें क्या मिलता है ये 1.64 into 10 to the power minus 4. ये सारी चीजें तुम्हें कॉपी में लिख करके खुद से कैलकुलेट करते जाना है और समझते जाना है. कॉमन आयन इफेक्ट इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है इस इक्विलिब्रियम का. Let A be the weak electrolyte considering its dissociation. A is dissociated into A plus B minus and applying law of mass action we have K is equal to this A plus B minus upon AB. The equilibrium constant K has definite value at any given temperature if now another electrolyte थोड़ा सा इसको the equilibrium constant K has a definite value at any given temperature if now another electrolyte furnishing the A plus or B minus ion to be added to the above solution, it will increase the concentration of either A plus ions or either B minus ion, whichever has been added. And in order that K may remain constant, the concentration of AB must increase. That is the equilibrium will shift to the left hand side. In other words, the degree of dissociation of an electrolyte is suppressed by the addition of another electrolyte containing common ion. This is called common ion effect. Acetic acid is a weak electrolyte and its solution is suppressed in presence of strong acid. H plus ion as common ion or a strong salt like sodium acetate. Acetate ion as common ion. Similarly, the addition of ammonium chloride or NaOH to NH4OH solution will suppress the dissociation of NH4OH due to common ion, either NH4 plus or OH minus ion. As a result of common ion effect, the concentration of the ion not in common in two electrolyte is decreased. The use of this phenomena is made in qualitative analysis to adjust concentration of sulfide ion in second group and OH ion concentration in third group analysis. For example, the ionization constant of HCN is 4 point into 10 to the power minus 10. Calculate the concentration of hydrogen ion in 0.2 m solution of HCN containing 1 mole per liter of KCl. Now the solution is that the dissociation of HCN is represented as applying law of Moff section Ka is equal to this or H plus is equal to this. In presence of a strong electrolyte, the total cyanide concentration comes from Cn, which undergoes complete dissociation. It is further assumed that dissociation of HCN is very small and the concentration of HCN can be taken as the concentration of undissociated HCN. Then HCN is equal to 0.2 m and Cn is equal to 0.1 m. Putting these values in the concentration expression, तो H plus के लिए सारी values रखने पे आएगा ये H plus का concentration 8 into 10 to the power minus 11 mole per liter. When KCN is not present, the H plus ion concentration is equal to root CK is equal to this. This shows that concentration of H plus ion falls considerably when potassium cyanide is added to HCN. The another example, determine the concentration of hydroxyl ion in 0.4 mNH4OH solution having no ammonium chloride. 5.35 gram of ammonium chloride in a liter of solution. Ionization constant of NH4OH is 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5. Now see the solution. Let alpha be the degree of dissociation of NH4OH in absence of ammonium chloride. Then alpha is equal to Kb upon C. And OH minus is equal to C into A is equal to KBC under root KBC. तो सारी वैल्यूज दोनों की हम यहाँ के बी के दी हुई है, इस सी का दिया हुआ है, इसको हम निकाल लेंगे तो ये आ जाएगा OH आयन का कंसंट्रेशन. सेकेंड पार्ट है इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ अमोनियम क्लोराइड H प्लस आयन हो जाएगा 0.1 m, NH4OH हो जाएगा 0.4, OH आयन अभी कैलकुलेट किया था तो सारी वैल्यूज रखने पे OH आयन हमें कैलकुलेट करना है. इन सब का कंसंट्रेशन मालूम हो गया तो रखने पे हमें ये आंसर मिलेगा. When 0.100 mole of ammonia NH3 is dissolved in sufficient water to make 1 L of solution, the solution is found to have a hydroxide ion concentration of 1.34 into 10 to the power minus 3 m. Calculate Kb of the formula. The reaction is this. ए अल्फा अल्फा इस तरह से दोनों की जो कंसंट्रेशन है वो सेम होगा और NH प्लस और OH माइनस का, और इसको इन कितना अमोनिया और ये कितना दोनों चीज़ें बच रही हैं, 1 माइनस में से दोनों को निकल 1 में से इसकी जो वैल्यू है इसको हम माइनस कर देंगे तो हमें इसकी वैल्यू मिल जाएगी NH3 की. नाउ Kb इज इक्वल टू NH3 की वैल्यू आई है इतनी, Kb इज इक्वल टू दिस फार्मूला ये हो जाएगा. सारी वैल्यूज पुटअप करने पे आंसर क्या आएगा 1.899 इंटू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 5. Now this example, Ka for Ha is 4.9 into 10 to the power minus 8. After making the necessary approximation, calculate for a decimeter solution. Percentage dissociation and H plus ion concentration. Now for a weak electrolyte, degree of dissociation alpha is equal to root Kc. सारी चीजें दी हैं तो अल्फा मालूम हो गई। परसेंट डिसोसिएशन 100 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो हमें परसेंट डिसोसिएशन मिल जाएगा। अब ये रिएक्शन में एच ए डिसोसिएट हो रहा है प्लस ए माइनस, जहाँ पे अल्फा से अल्फा कंसंट्रेशन आया एच इसका, तो 1 माइनस जो बचा हुआ इक्विलिब्रियम पे कंसंट्रेशन हो जाएगा C1 माइनस अल्फा। तो एच प्लस का कंसंट्रेशन वैल्यू रख दी जाएगी तो इतना आ जाएगा। Now we know that this is last example. At 30 degrees centigrade, the degree of dissociation, the degree of dissociation of 0.066 mHa is 0.0145. What would be the degree of dissociation of 0.02 m solution of the acid at the same temperature? Now let the ionization constant of the acid be Ka. Degree of dissociation at 0.066 m concentration is this, ये दिया हुआ है। Now applying alpha is equal to root Ka upon C. सारी वैल्यूज रखने पे हमको Ka निकालना है। Let the degree of dissociation of acid at 0.02 m concentration be alpha 1. तो alpha 1 is equal to root K alpha upon 0.02, dividing equation second by 1. तो ये आ जाएगा A1 is equal to 0.0263 और 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 5 into 1, that is x is equal to h plus to the power minus ion. इसकी वैल्यू यहाँ पे रखने पे हमें क्या मिलेगा 2.25 into 10 to the power minus 5 mole per liter. So these are the some important topic and some important numericals of the chapter. तो इसमें हमने ऑस्ट्रोआयर डाइल्यूशन लॉ एंड कॉमन आयन इफेक्ट पे डिस्कस किया, और जो कि बहुत ही एक बेसिक कंसेप्ट है केमिस्ट्री का, जिसको जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है। तो इस तरह की छोटी छोटी चीज़ें नॉलेज में होती हैं तो केमिस्ट्री आगे जब अगर इंटरेस्ट है पढ़ने में, आगे की पढ़ाई करनी है, तो ये सारी चीज़ें मालूम होने पे सब कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग होता जाता है। तो इसको तुम लोग बार बार देखो और अपने दिमाग में पूरी तरीके से इन सारी जो चीज़ें आज सुनी हैं क्लास में या इस चैप्टर में शुरू से जो जानते चले आ रहे हो, सारी चीज़ें अच्छी तरह से दिमाग में बैठाओ। बार बार इस वीडियो को देख करके, बुक से पढ़ करके, तो केमिस्ट्री बहुत ही आसान होती जाएगी।